Alright, we're back with more of Avernum 4 Green Glory. Let's go ahead and continue here. We're in the Giant Lands now. And explore this section we found here. I did take off the Jade Halberd, even though I like it more than the Smite, but Smite does do the extra damage to the Troglos, so, to the Giants, I mean. If I had an archer, then I wouldn't even worry about wielding a spear, to be honest. The smell of garbage in this remote tunnel makes you gag. Ahead you hear incoherent guttural grunting. This is a giant lair, but normal giants don't live here. As dull as they are, they can still talk. The giants ahead are more of the twisted variety, magically warped by the wizards of the Empire for use in war. Now they are banished to remote caves where they can do as little damage as possible. Wait, where are we even at? Oh, we're in some lands over here. Okay, just some altar giants over here. It's good to know that that we know which characters are also like weak to mental effects as well, because the problem I have with the original remaster trilogy and past like Spider-Man software games is because I was never sure of what characters would be weakest to like mental effects and stuff like that. So I never really used domination and stuff in those games for that exact reason. But since I have an idea now, I can do just that. What? Oh, that is some bull crap. It's immune to charm, but it has weak mental. You know what? Forget what I said. How is that even a thing? Like, what the heck, game? I'm guessing that's an oversight, because why would it be... Why would it have those stats if it's, like, immune to charm? Immune to being charmed, I mean. Okay, well, I guess my point still kind of applies. Maybe it's because these are major bosses, but whenever you see creatures that are immune, like weak to mental, you can take a chance of using domination then, because yeah, in like past Avernum games and the other Spider-Web software games, I never really cared to use it, because enemies would always be like resistant to it, or felt like it. So it's just a waste of a turn, pretty much for me. Okay, whatever. At least we got them killed. This is the body of a human soldier. He doesn't have any Avernum insignia on his armor. He was probably from the Abyss. Either way, he was ambushed, killed, and dragged here by one of the giants. They stripped the body of everything of value, but you do find one thing in his pocket. An iron key, etched with incomprehensible symbols. Looks like crude human workmanship. You take it. So just fighting a bunch of giants here. Okay. I think that's a lot of weight on him, but I like it. This definitely makes up for the game not having, what was that one spell? You reach the ruins of what was once the village of Harston. Once the Vernites thought that the giants in this area had broken spirits. Perhaps they would not mind having a human settlement in their lands. The smashed walls of Harston show that the giants had other ideas. The giants frequently camp in this town. Their throwing stones are piled everywhere, and the walls have been smashed by cave quakes and target practice. There was that one, yeah, it definitely makes up for the game not having adrenaline rush like the Remastered Trilogy had. Because that was one of my favorite things about this one to use, even for my my spellcasters, because they really benefited from it, especially. Alright, do I explore Harston, or do I explore down here first? Now, let's go ahead and just explore down here. One unattractive quality of Vernite towns is that they sometimes get lazy, throw all their refuse in a nearby cave and just leave it. A nearby settlement used this cave as a dumping ground for years, leaving behind a foul mess. If they aren't careful, they might attract pests. Alright, nothing down here? I thought something would happen as soon as I stepped on that, but I guess not. Wait, I wonder if I can capture that one. Let's see your boss list. Dang, Nova took quite a bit of damage there, though. Oh, now you walk over here. Oh, BS. Well, it did just resist rather than, it has resisted this foe is too powerful to copy. Oh, come on. Really? I hate it when I click on that by accident when I mean the character. Maybe these would be good to capture. Okay, I kind of want to make sure one's alive at least. And let's also grab a quick gas as well. Jeez Louise. Well, I killed off all the quick gas, so I feel like I needed to, so... Oh snap, that's where we complete find spiders, a troglodyte home. Okay, well at least we got a banshee out of that. Because that might be very handy. Yeah, honestly, as far as like the summoning goes, I definitely prefer think Capture Soul and Simulacrum is the best option. Divine Hose costs way too much spell points, and as you saw, that Shade could get easily killed. Wait, I kind of want to see if I can capture that one as well. Yes, got it. Because I feel like those can be very handy as well, since a lot of the enemies are weak to acid. To the east, you can see a large stone fortification. It is built from huge stone blocks, carelessly stacked up by the giants. You are at the outer edge of their homelands. They are only going to be more numerous and dangerous in this direction. Well, we're going to have to take a chance if we're going to complete that quest for the troglodytes. First, let's go ahead and explore here. Go ahead and use it on Sabrina. I don't know if she was the lowest, but I'm using it on Sabrina anyway. And before we head on over there, let's go back to Vargas so we can get an easy recharge. Oh, come on. Take on the giants. This time we'll actually take the easy way. Oh, let's grab that. curses again. You have reached the edge of Giant Lands. The towering warriors, longtime foes of Avernum, have built a huge barrier of cave wood logs here. They peer out through gaps in the wood, large holes big enough to allow them to fling deadly discs of stone at you. The chaos of recent times has allowed the giants to organize and prepare to spread havoc through Avernum. Giants are capable of preparing complex defenses and elaborate plans, especially if they find someone cunning to advise them. Okay, these I'm not worried about, like, blessings and stuff like that, since they're not the strongest type of giants, but that's why I'm only using, like, basic spells right now. I'm saving my best spells for much later, in case there's, like, a boss that is significantly tough. Really? Guess we're gonna have to snipe them in the meantime. Okay, yeah, that one is more difficult, so I'm glad I used the other one instead. Make sure I get every single, like, corner. At first, you think you are alone in this dank cell. The gray thing in the back corner looks just like a rock outcropping. Then the woman lowers the hood of her cloak. You realize that there is a person hiding back here. She says, "Shh." Then she waves you close. "Hi, I'm Peggy, a scout for Avernum." She talks slowly and quietly, unused to hearing her using her voice. "Good to see you. Could use help." "How did you get here?" "I swam over the river and snuck here. It was hard. I can be very quiet. I came from the fort." "Wasn't it dangerous?" "Yes, a giant almost saw me. A sea monster almost ate me. But I made it. I could watch the giants." "What fort are you from?" "Fort Monastery." "Oh, I started my adventures there." "Yes, I was there when you were. You must not have noticed me." "That's not hard to believe. You probably thought she was a rock. Maybe you sat on her for a while." Scout Peggy whispers, "Shh, we can still talk, but you have to be very quiet." "Who are you spying on?" "The giants. There is activity. The clan needs to be watched. Also, their leader is planning things. I was told to assassinate the leader if I could. I can't." "Tell me about the giant clan." "They call themselves Broke Skulls. Their fort is north. They claim this whole area. They are strong and organized. They train themselves to make themselves stronger. They are an unusual group. Someone may be guiding them." "Guiding them?" "Giants are dumb and disorganized. They would not be so dangerous if nobody was advising them. I think. I am not sure." "Have you infiltrated the giant fort?" "No, too dangerous. I can avoid patrols, but not many guards." "Who do you want to assassinate?" "He is Trakan, leader of the giants. He throws rocks across the river. He carves his name on them and threatens humans. He is obnoxious and bold, and maybe not stupid. I could poison him if he ever left his fort, but he won't. If you are going to hunt giants, you could kill him. Would help Avernum. Plus, he is wealthy, very much so. It would be good for you." "Okay. I'm not going to tell her to go back to safety yet since she just gave us that quest, but... I mean, technically we already have that quest from the Troglows regarding the giants anyway, so... we were bound to come here regardless. And speaking of wealth, I mean, that will appeal to my group. I mean, we are fortune seekers after all. The path ahead is blocked by a massive giantess with matted black hair and enormous muscles. She doesn't show the slightest bit of fear. She holds up a hand as you approach. "Stop," she roars. "I am mighty Loan of the giants, honored by Overseer Trakan. I block the road. I warn off intruders. Say your business and then go. Do not pass where I stand, or we must waste valuable giant blood ending you." "What is this place?" "This is the heart of Giant Land. This is our claim. The giants rule here, and we will never go." "Does Avernum allow you to be here?" Loan sneers. "This is beyond Avernum. The far caves. They are too cowardly and weak to stop us. Your abyss tries to hold us in. We will destroy them one day. Avernum is in a crisis." "We know. We get an envoy from your enemies. Wants us to fight for it. To be slaves. No, we ignore the little thing. Giants are free people." "You try to get more information about this envoy, but you have no luck." "Who is your leader?" "The mighty Overseer Trakan, most strong and desirable of all the giants, holds his crown of command with fist and steel." Loan, the giant sentinel, is still blocking the path. "Stay back. Do not pass. Say your business. Ignore me, and we end you." Loan is unusually well spoken for a giant. That must be why she got this job. "I would like to enter." Loan shakes her head. "Never. No Avernite can come in. We know your little tricks. Walk past me and die." "That is all I want to know." "Then go. If you have no use, you enemy here." Well, that's too bad. I mean, at least I had the option to back out if I wanted. Oh, that one is still friendly? I thought that would be hostile out there. Broke Skull Clan. You have reached the entrance to the Fortress of the Giants. The tunnels were once natural, but the Giants used their massive muscles to widen them. Now they have room for their tall bodies and their big, rock-like heads. They have totems and pillars everywhere, claiming this land. For many years, Avernum has been content to leave these remote galleries to the Giants. This works fine as long as the Giants keep to themselves. The Giants are active now. You hear blacksmiths inside and the shouts of angry warriors. They have built fresh fortifications. They are preparing for war. Maybe they sensed Avernum's weakness, or maybe they have been manipulated. Too bad Giants can't be friendly or anything like that. A lot of hulking ogres. Yeah, I was checking if the ogre mage was still resistant to magic. Or immune anyway. I keep saying resistant, but it's immune. Ooh, trapdoor, okay. Looks like we can potentially gain access to an easy way to get back to Fort Monastery this way. This box is full of bones, junk, and other useless items taken from the packs and bodies of the ogre's victims. There is also a long, thin iron key etched with intriguing runes. You keep that and leave everything else behind. Okay, so both directions didn't matter. Pretty much the same thing. I hate that it's too far away. This workshop is where the giants form new throwing boulders. They can't, after all, just pick up any old rock, fling it, and get optimal results. The boulders need to be analyzed, weighed, and sorted, and carefully shaped. Mandrake root. This crate is full of smithy odds and ends, scraps of metal, iron brackets, a few pommels, and broken blades. You search through it. Deep in the mess, you find a misshapen lump of raw metal. When you pick it up, other chunks of iron stick to it. This is natural lodestone, a rare material. You keep it. Ooh. Okay, so that helps out with X's quest for the anvils. Much to your surprise, there is a guest staying with the giants. These huge, dumb crew creatures have a Vontai living with them. When you first see him, the Vontai is sitting cross-legged by a glowing crystal, meditating. As you approach, he leaps to his feet. Bah, he says, much work, to warp these beasts. Come you to spoil my work? No, for Rentar, by Alatel, continues to work. I want to know what... Die, Vontai spy. Alatel leaps to his feet. One hand raises the blade. The other begins to weave a spell. You will not stop my beautiful plan. So much work will not be undone. Okay, it's obvious he was working for Rentar Irno, but the dialogue of showing him the symbol might have been funny anyway. The Vontai has been slain. Yet another of Rentar Bach's infinite array of plans has been spoils. I'm guessing the game calls her Bach now because she pretty much became a crystal soul. Okay, I kind of want to capture a quick gas though. Yeah, so let's do that. Yes, perfect. Disc, power lash. We probably should also keep regeneration scrolls, to be honest. Bonding band, the ones we have are already better, so. This body has been here for a while, alone and undiscovered. This person was an Avernite soldier or scout. You can't figure out much more by looking at it, and you don't want to look too closely. Mostly bones are left. However, close to his hand, you see a few sheets of paper with cramped writing. Whoever this person was, he or she spent the last few hours of life writing what happened. Water damage has rendered several of the pages unreadable, but you can make some of it out. This was indeed an Avernite scout named Torella Vinia. She was sent up here to watch the giants on the west side of the river. She was investigating rumors that they had grown much more active in recent months. Unfortunately, these rumors were true. Unfortunately, while trying to investigate this tunnel, a giant saw her. He threw a stone over a chasm and broke her leg. She couldn't climb out of this hole. The last page of the journal is almost unreadable. It looks like she was trying to say goodbye to her mother and some friends. You can't make out the name of the town where they live. Oh, we already did that like ages ago. Okay, well that solves the problem. Solves what was behind this gate. Just way back to Fort Monastery, pretty much. Yeah, we did that quest a long time ago. We just needed to go down the ladder, even though we couldn't access the giant ones at that point. Not that we wanted to, because the giants are way too overpowered. Or way too strong for our adventurers in the very beginning. I keep forgetting that Nova gets stunned at times. I mean, I saw it right there and I still, like, my brain just farted right there. Yeah, get away from her already. We still not have even found the major boss of this dungeon yet. Up there is Overseer Tricon. Oh, dang it. That was my bad. Good thing we have this. Okay, wait, what did I even use there? Oh, was that a curing elixir I used? Oh, I actually did not need to use that then. I could have sworn I used a freaking... Okay, I can't trust you now. Trust Azrael to not get knocked out here, so... Dang, a lot of giants are coming in to protect their leader, pretty much. Oh, get out of here with that Terrify effect. You know what? The mighty master of the giants falls before your onslaught. It was a miserable, dangerous job. However, reducing the numbers of Avernum's many enemies is just an unfortunate bit of regular, required maintenance. It will be a few years before a new set of heroes needs to come out here and do this all over again. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times in these games I've had to fight giants. Oh, BS. BS. You only got lucky because you freaking kept Azrael from doing anything about it. We're bringing back Sabrina now. Of course, she's wounded, but... Granite Girdle. Out of Sucor. I like hardiness more than defense, to be honest. When you pull a lever, it snaps back into its original position. You hear the sound of chains and metal scraping on stone echoing to you from somewhere to the northwest. Nothing else happens. Oh, did I summon, like, some crazy monsters now? This is a crude and filthy giant kitchen. Huge meals are prepared here and carried to their enormous, ravenous recipients. It appears that the giants eat chit racks and probably anything else. There are a number of these borderline edible creatures here. Several young ones are in metal cages, and several larger specimens wait in shackles for their unhappy fate. There's a big bug, he can't talk. Of course. If I remove these chains, will they become hostile to me? I'm pretty sure they will. So let's quick save. When you pull the lever, it snaps back into its original position. Moments later, hidden machinery releases catches on the shackles holding the chit racks in place. Baby bugs pour out of the cages and scutter in all directions. They're very fast. The giants won't be able to catch many of them. The larger chit racks are released too. Fortunately, they don't seem hostile. Something that are simple insectoid brains longs for vengeance against their cruel and ravenous captors. Okay, so at least they're not attacking us. I mean, I probably could have done that and had them all on my side. Just go right for the lever. If I could. Oh, sweet. We get to loot up some more stuff here. Alright. So I know this is a weird place to have to save the game, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to quick save right here. And I'm going to call it for this part, but I'll see you on the next.